Okay, let's look at question number 27th now. So in this question we have two agents who have perfect complements as their preferences, and both these agents so they have perfect complements preferences, and the endowment point is here. So this is the original endowment point. The total endowment of this economy is 10,9, so it is slightly flatter or wider than a square. So that's why these are the line of vertices. This is the line of vertices of the ICs of agent 1, whereas this line is the line of vertices of agent 2. Now remember that for a perfect substitutes guy, he given any budget line, he picks the point where the budget line intersects with the line of vertices. So now imagine that this green line is some arbitrary budget line. Okay, so this is some arbitrary budget line with some given px by py. Now this point, blue point, this is the intersection which agent A demands, so let me call it agent 1 demands, let me call this as x1 vector, and let me call this as x2 vector. That is the demand vectors of both these agents. So the blue shaded region, which is this region plus this region, this represents the total demand for good x. So as you can see, there is excess demand for good x, and the yellow shaded region, which is basically this region plus this region, this is the total demand for good y. So as you can see, there is excess supply for good, oh no, sorry, this was good y, and there is excess supply for good x. So this implies that py should increase, and this implies that px should reduce. So the combined effect of this is px by py as a whole should fall. So for any budget line this will be true. Now you can change the budget line. You can take a very flat budget line. Even in this case you'll get the similar results, that px by py should keep falling depending on the excess demands. So the only possible equilibrium is px by py is equal to 0. So that's the only possible equilibrium, px by py equals to 0. Okay, the second question, the 28th question, is an extension of this problem, in which in the same problem they are now asking what will be the what's going to be the competitive equilibrium allocation. So if I draw the Edgeworth box now, okay, so let's say this is the Edgeworth box, this is origin of agent 1 and this is origin of agent 2. So agent 1's line of vertices will be this 45-degree line, and agent 2's line of vertices are going to be this 45-degree line. And as we have already established that the budget line has to be sloped 0, so my budget line will be starting from my endowment point having a slope of 0. So this is going to be my budget line. Okay, so that's my budget line. Okay, so given this budget line, as you can see, agent 1's indifference curve passing through here is anywhere here, so he would pick any point here, and agent 2's indifference curve is also adjacent to this particular. So agent 1's IC, if I were to draw agent 1's IC passing through this intersection point, it will look like this. This is IC of agent 1, and he is indifferent along all the points on this segment. Okay, so this entire segment actually is going to be the set of equilibria. You can pick any point here. Agent 2 really has no say here, because as you can imagine that he does not get any benefit from, he does not get any say, because the good that he has is rendered free. So he's at the complete mercy of agent 1. Either agent 1 will take 9 units or 9.5 units or all the 10 units of good X from him, completely up to agent 1, because he's the one who owns the costlier commodity in this market. So he can go from anywhere from 9 to 10 on good X, and good Y will be what he has completely, that is 9, and agent 2 gets whatever is left by agent 1. So he only gets actually he gets 10 minus x comma 0, so that is going to be the endowment, and he doesn't really care because he cannot get y. In no scenario he's getting any amount of good y, so his utility, he is also indifferent between whether you leave him with 1 unit of good x, half unit of good x, or no unit of good x. He doesn't care anymore because he has no good y to complement it with. So the equilibrium is going to be yeah, this option B, option 2.